you by our friends at Flow MMA, home of the next XFC Open Fighter Tryout, March 9th at Flow MMA in Palatine, Illinois. For more information, go to the website, officialxfc.com, because we're looking for the next big thing in MMA. Could it be you? Now, let's meet the fighters. From the blue corner, she's a mixed martial artist, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in 125.6 pounds. Tonight, she brings to the cage a professional record of 1 win and 1 defeat. Representing Rush Squad and fighting from Hollywood, Florida, please welcome Suzie La China Montero. And her opponent, stand across the cage in the red corner. She's a ground fighter, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125.2 pounds. Tonight, she brings in the cage a professional record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Representing Combat Doe from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome Pearl Gonzalez. And when our action
let's go, Pearl! Clean, fair fight. Any questions out of you, Blue? How about you, Red? Let's touch them up, prepare to fight.
Stare down there from Pearl Gonzalez. Gary Copeland with the final instructions. The closing odds on this one. Minus 130 Montero. Minus 110 Pearl Gonzalez. We are ready for 3 rounds of action. Look out for the striking of Montero. Look for Gonzalez to try and get this fight to the floor. There's the right hand from Montero. Goes for a round kick to the ribs. Front kick was left out there hanging, and you see immediately Gonzalez looking for a takedown off a single here.
Strong. Got that single and just crotch lifted her. Very simple technique.
As we said, Montero not afraid to test her skills on the ground. She's working a closed guard at the moment, now opens it up.
Walking those legs up, got them on the ledge of the shoulders. You can get yourself in trouble real quick if you allow a person on bottom to do that to you.
Very high guard here from Suzie Montero. Pearl trying to posture up and work some ground and pound. Aggressive start from both of these women. Jigs in the left hand there, just couldn't turn the knuckles enough. One to the top of the head from Gonzalez.
Gonzalez being smart there and turning her against the cage, but you can see Montero trying to take her back, just trying to come out underneath that arm, putting her foot on the cage, getting leverage, sneaking out of there maybe. She can get that far hook in on that leg. She might be set. Got the figure 4 around the body.
Three minutes 20 remaining here in the first round. Ground and pound, tries to posture up, does Gonzalez, and immediately you see Suzie Montero reach up to control that posture.
Yeah.
Keeping a tightly locked guard here.
Both girls, there's a lot going on in there. I mean, Gonzalez really had to work to keep her from taking her back, and she made that mistake of grabbing her head. You never want to do that. A good grappler will take your back the minute you do that. Got to be careful with the triangle.
Montero pulling that head down. What a moment in the history of mixed martial arts to be a female fighter. I'm sure we are going to see a lot of women enter into the likes of XFC and other regional organizations in the hope of getting the big call up to the UFC that is now available. Officially becomes available as of this weekend.
Locking up a bicep slicer on the arm. Yeah, she let it go.
Hammerfist strikes there from Montero. Well, she did say to us yesterday, Pat, I've got some ground game. She's showing it here.
Very active guard.
Body shots from Gonzalez. Pops up, tries to land a right hand, but Montero just keeps those hips moving. Looks for the elbow, does Gonzalez. Feet on hips from Montero. Grabs a hold of the left wrist of Gonzalez. Good popping right hand there from Gonzalez.
That up kick, the ref warned her on it.
Back inside the closed guard of Montero. 90 seconds remains. First round of 3. Trying to posture up again. Here is Pearl Gonzalez. Illinois versus Florida here. Throws the legs up. Side control now for Pearl Gonzalez. Much better position for her. What can she work from here, Pat?
Well, it took her almost an entire round to finally get past that guard. She's got the nice underhook getting cross-sides. I know that they like trapping that arm and going to the head. It's a shoulder lock. Bob Shermer's her trainer out of Chicago, Illinois. Bob actually was in the first no-holds-barred tournament I ever fought in. Very tough guy.
40 seconds remains in this opening round. It has been a real tug of war on the floor. Montero's been in bottom position. Gonzalez on the top working the ground and pound. Now she looks for a number. Can she lock it on here?
Montero turned her thumb down. She was able to change the angle on the joint. Gonzalez got to turn that thumb back up.
15 seconds for Gonzalez to find the sub. Gary Copeland right on top of it here. Will Montero tap? 10 seconds remaining in the round. She does tap. It's good night, Irene. Pearl Gonzalez gets her first pro win, and she did it in style.
Nice job to take the pressure back against the pinky. You know, going towards the pinky is against the joint. She wasn't able to turn the hand over, so she just took the pressure that way and finally got the sub. Emotional
moment here for Pearl Gonzalez. Congratulated by the president of XFC, John Briscoe. Great sportsmanship there from both ladies.
Why doesn't John come in and hug the men after they win?
Pearl Gonzalez, her first pro victory. What a performance. Beautiful transition to that armbar, Pat.
She had to work all round to pass that guard. She finally did, got the mount, went right to the armbar. Here she is. The thumb's turned down, so she's got to change the angle of it. See how she pushes it now. She realizes it, takes the pressure towards the pinky, which she knows is against the joint, and gets the win.
Okay, up to Christopher James, make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 4:56 of the first round by a submission due to an armbar, Pearl Gonzalez.
Pearl Gonzalez improves her record to 1-1. Finally gets that coveted first pro victory. Folks, lots